Welcome to the show called The Sun, the Moon, and Planet Earth. On this first part of the show, we are going to be learning about the Sun. Warning. Never look directly at the sun with your eyes. Looking directly at the sun could damage your eyes. So, always use an indirect object to study the sun. Always use the following things when studying the sun. Or filters on your telescope like this one. So, now that you know, we will now talk a bit about the sun. The sun is located about 93 million miles from planet Earth. It is the sun that makes life on Earth to grow. The sun is also called a yellow star. It is the sun that makes life on planet Earth exist in the first place. The sun makes the food grow for the farmers to harvest. It helps make our plants to grow. It makes our animals live and grow as well. It also helps make our food grow in the gardens we plant. Fruit to grow on trees. Green grass to grow. The sun helps the trees to grow as well. But just imagine for a moment total darkness on Earth because the sun did not shine. Life would cease to exist on planet Earth. But thank goodness, the sun was also created at the beginning of the whole universe. The sun is exactly where it belongs. Here are some scenes of the sun for you to enjoy watching. So, the big question is, how big is the sun? Well, imagine for a moment that, according to one source, it would take 960,000 Earths would fit around the circle of the sun. And the next picture is the structure of the sun. As one can see that there are at least 9 things that make up the sun. The sun is chemically made up of these 2 basic elements, hydrogen and helium. The core. What keeps the sun going? Nuclear fusion. It is a substance that helps keep the sun shining continuously. Here's something else to think about for a moment as well. While we Earthlings go to sleep at night, the sun never sleeps. The radioactive zone. The radioactive zone is where the most dominant heat from the sun occurs. The convective zone. Convection zone is where heat rises from the sun as it cools off and then falls back to the sun and rises again as heat. Photosphere. The photosphere is also known as the place of the surface of the sun. Chromosphere zone. The chromosome of the sun is a layer of the sun that is above and below the photosphere zone. Corona. The outer part of the sun. During the solar eclipse, only the outside of the sun can be seen as the moon moves into the center of the picture. Sunspots. A sunspot is any area that has dark spots to them as seen in the last picture. Every 11 years is also known as solar years. Granulation cells. A granulation cell is when heat convection can be found underneath the photosphere. Solar flares. Solar flares are bright colors of plasma that shoot up from the sun and out into space. Solar flares can shoot out as far as 1,000 miles or as far as 10,000 miles into space. Solar flares can disrupt communication satellites, power lines, and other things here on Earth. Well, it is that time now for another PSA, public service announcement from your local community television station. So, get yourself a warm cup of coffee or a glass of iced tea, and we will be right back with more of Beyond Our Galaxy. Welcome back to the second part of the show called Beyond Our Galaxy. Man has always had the desire to one day fly to the moon.
Minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
But there is a legend. When a full moon comes out, the wolves will howl. But again, it is only a legend. But the big question about the moon is this: how far is the moon from the Earth? The distance of the moon from the Earth is about 238,857 miles. Both the sun and the moon affect one thing on planet Earth: the oceans and the waves. The weather on planet Earth. There are a couple myths about the moon as well. The first myth is there's a man in the moon when you look at it. The second myth is the moon is made out of cheese. Both of these myths are what they are: myths. Looking through the telescope, an observer can see many craters on the moon. These craters were made by asteroids hitting the moon, or by comets falling on the moon, making So since the beginning of creation, the moon has been the good fortune of being hit by asteroids and comets. So the good Earth has been spared. So in the simplest terms, craters are a circular feature that is made up of a big level area that is lower than the surrounding areas. The next picture shows what the craters look like on the moon. Astronomers Copernicus and Tycho have craters named after them. Copernicus crater, Tycho's crater. I feel very honored, my dear. The moon also has mountains on them. Apennine Mountains, Alpine Mountains. The moon also has seas on it. Since there is no air in space, there can be no real water on the surface of the moon. But this barren land part of the moon is just given this name. The moon is also called Earth's satellite. The moon circles the Earth every 27.5 Earth days. The moon also has what we Earthlings call phases. The Earth's moon goes through these following phases every 29.5 days. These phases are the following: full moon, half moon, crescent moon, waxing and waning. The next few pictures show what these phases look like. Just one more question about Earth's moon. Does the moon rotate like Earth does? The answer is yes. Earth's moon does rotate just like Earth does, but the human eye just can't detect it. And the next few scenes are pictures of Earth's moon for you to enjoy seeing it, so sit right back in your easy chair and enjoy. For one more PSA or public service announcement from your local community TV television station, so get yourself a warm cup of coffee or a glass of iced tea, and we will be right back with more of Beyond Our Galaxy.
Exhilarating exercise, competitive excitement, rewarding experiences. Put every member of your family on the fast track with Michigan BMX. Admissions free and equipment affordable. Get the gang together for a fun, wild ride. Get the jump now on a track near you at MIBMX.com.
Welcome back to the rest of this show. Beyond Our Galaxy. On this last part of the show, we're going to be talking about one of the people's favorite subject. Earth. Planet Earth is the most unique planet in the whole universe because creatures known as Earthlings live here. Planet Earth is unique because it has 4 seasons and circles the sun every 364.5 days. The 4 seasons are winter, spring, summer, and fall. Earth is covered by 70% water. 5 oceans exist on Earth. The other 30% is land where Earthlings live on. 7 land continents exist on planet Earth. Earth has both a North and South Pole. Earth uniquely tilts on a 23.5 degrees exactly. Imagine this for just a moment. Everything about Earth works exactly the way it does, and not by chance. Just like a house needs to be built by someone, or a meal at a restaurant is created by a chef, or a painting is created by an artist, Earth is created exactly where it belongs. There are many other things that make planet Earth unique in this universe. The fish that swim in the oceans that give us food as well. The birds to sing. The rain to fall so that food to grow in the fields. But sometimes planet Earth can turn violent as well. Droughts that causes food shortages. Volcanoes erupt, sending smoke miles into the air and lava down its side. And earthquakes can rock cities to the ground. Indeed, Earth can have its days and nights as well. There are more events that can wreak havoc to planet Earth. But Earth is still Earth. it is still home to 6 billion Earthlings, hosts of other animals and mammals. But somehow, we all still survive on this lonely planet, as we enjoy the beauty of it as well as seen in the next few pictures. Only time will tell what Earthlings will continue to discover as they explore what is beyond our galaxy.